Hi everyone, it's Barb Desjardins, and I'm so happy to be able to read to you tonight. And the book I've chosen is called Jelly Belly, and it's by Dennis Lee. And it was a favorite book of my children when they were growing up. So I hope you like it. The first story is called The Dreadful Doings of Jelly Belly. Jelly Belly bit with a big fat bite. Jelly Belly fought with a big fat fight. Jelly Belly scowled with a big fat frown. Jelly Belly yelled till his house fell down. And there's the picture of Jelly Belly. And you can see he's a big guy, so his house is all fallen down underneath him. Liza Briggs. Lazy, lousy Liza Briggs wouldn't get up to feed the pigs. The pigs pulled off the comforter and jumped right into bed with her. And there's the picture of Liza, and can you see the pigs all piled up on her bed? Little Miss Dimble lived in a thimble, slept in a measuring spoon. She met a mosquito and called him my sweeto, and married him under the moon. Oh, and there's the mosquito. You see, that's a big fat shoe and a little boy. Hugh, at the age of 2, built his house in a big brown shoe. Hugh, what'll you do? There's holes in the soles, and the rain comes through. Mrs. McGee climbed into a tree, and she only came down to go shopping. A branch was her bed, with a leaf on her head, and whenever it rained, she got sopping. This story is about the garbage truck and the garbage men. What a lucky bit of luck. The garbage men in the garbage truck. One has a can, one has a pan, and one is a big fat Canadian. Here's one that my kids liked a lot. It's called Bundle Buggy Boogie. Get into a rhythm. Well, way up north on a fine bright day, a bundle buggy boogied at the break of day. It did the boogie woogie here, it did the boogie woogie there, it did the bundle buggy boogie woogie everywhere. Calabugie, Kapuskasing, Espanola, Atacocan, Manitoulin, Madawaska, Mindamoya, Moosonee. Then another bundle buggy did a boogie woogie hop, and another, in a bundle boogie woogie bop. Everywhere you go. Athabasca, Abitibi, Bonavista, Malaspina, Bella Bella, Bella Coola, Batchawana, Baie-Comeau. And there's the picture. And do you know where all those places are? They're all in Canada. And you can look them up. We have some wonderful names of places in Canada. All right, look at this picture. That's the story I'm going to read, and it's called Dawdle, Dawdle, Dawdle. Dawdle, dawdle, dawdle. It's the uncles and the aunts, dawdling with their shoes and socks, dawdling with their pants. So hurry up and scurry up, and hurry, scurry, worry up. Thank goodness there are kids around to make them stop their dawdling. Dawdle, 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 it's the daddies and the mums, dawdling with their apple juice, dawdling with their crumbs. So hurry up and scurry up, and hurry, scurry, worry up. Thank goodness there are kids around to make them stop their dawdling. This one is about a kitty, and it's called Boogie Woogie Tricks. 1, 2, 3, the cat went up the tree. 4, 5, 6, he did some boogie tricks. 7, 8, 9, he boogied on the line. 10, 11, 12, he boogied by himself. Lots of wonderful stories in here. The next one is called The Puzzle. Annie and Ernie McGilligan Spock pedaled their tricycles round the block. You see they're going round and round and round and round. They pedaled and pedaled and pedaled in pairs till they came to a house that was just like theirs. In the same front yard stood the same small tree. On the same brown table, the same pot of tea. And the very same smells and the very same noise and the very same beds with the very same toys. They stood and they stared and they stared and they stood. This thing was too weird to be understood. How was it possible? Think of the shock of Annie and Ernie, McGilligan Spock. Can you canoe? Can you canoe in Kalamazoo? Can you canoe in Kamloops? Can you canoe at 1:45 in a van when the traffic jam loops? I can canoe in Kalamazoo. I can canoe in Kamloops. But I cannot canoe at 1:45 in a van when the traffic jam loops. Canoe? Can you imagine trying to canoe in that loop of traffic? Carrie and the lawnmower. Carrie cut the backyard. Carrie cut the front. Carrie cut the house in two. What a silly stunt. Under the garden hose. Dinglepuss and Twinkle Toes and Chuck Me Under the Chin all ran under the garden hose to see if they could swim. The water felt so hot. The water felt so cold. The water felt like soda pop. And now my tale is told. There's a bathtub story. I'm sailing to sea in the bathroom, and I'm swimming to sea in the tub. And the only sound that I ever will sing is rub-a-dub-dub-a-dub-dub. A duck and a dog and a submarine are sailing together with me. And it's rub-a-dub-dub and it's dub-a-dub-dub as we all sail out to sea. This one is about dinosaurs. Are you ready? Chewy's been enjoying the reading, just like you. Allosaurus, Stegosaurus, Brontosaurus too, all went off for dinner at the dinosaur zoo. Along came the waiter, called Tyrannosaurus Rex, gobbled up the table because they wouldn't pay their checks. Anna Banana jumped into the stew. Gravy and carrots are good for you. Good for your teeth and your fingers too. So Anna Banana jumped into the stew. This is called Robber J. Bad Guy. This is the bad guy. Robber J. Bad Guy was robbing a bank. His manners were mean and his underwear stank. The neighbors got angry as grizzly bears bumped him and thumped him and threw him downstairs. And because it's night and because I'm done, I'm going to read the last page of the book. And I'm sorry, but it's ripped because of how much we use this book. It's called Good Night, Good Night. The dark is dreaming, day is done. Good night to everyone. Good night to the birds and the fish in the sea. Good night to the bears, and good night to me. Thanks so much. Sleep tight.